Finance Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh in one of Indian economic history's landmark events. The budget is still widely lauded by neoclassical economics commentators because it marked a structural shift in India's economic away from the hands of the government to the hands of the private enterprises and embraced free trade. That was the prevailing wisdom then. Budget as the Washington Con- Consensus. Washington Consensus. 3 decades later, many developed economies, including America, Britain, and Germany, are now reversing course to economic nationalism and increasing the role of government in their economic through industrial policy, ostensibly as a response to China's Chinese 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 economic might and a nation of trade. This is a profound shift in economic thought and perhaps the greatest symbolic victory for Chinese economic model that has forced the Washington Consensus champions to backpedal. A disappointment इसमें a disappointment क्या a disappointment a disappointment क्या है in this contest what should India's economic strategy be in this contest what should India's economic strategy be should India do the world to increase state control of the economic through an active industrial policy, in which case India should India exercise greater control over the exchange rate of the rupee and impose trade restrictions. The Russia-Ukraine conflict has had enormous geo-economic consequences by recreating a strange bipolar world order of a China, Russia bloc vs Western bloc of nations. How will India's economic be impacted by this, especially as we seem to have harked back of bilateral currency arrangements with Russia for trade, abandoning the dollar? These are all questions that are immensely important and immensely urgent, calling for serious discussion and debate among policy thinkers and makers. The economic survey presented by the chief economic advisor a day before the union budget had typically been medium to raise issues for public discussion and ponder over such strategic economic matters, at least that had been the case over the past decades also. Survey of the previous years had put out various ideas and issues such as universal basic income, economic economic and so on, economic so on, divergence among steps to improve property tax revenues using satellite technology, new way to calculate inflation using the Indian thali, estimating internal migration of people, and so on. Many of these may not have even been fully fleshed out or well-researched policy ideas, but at least served as an intellectual public good by triggering our debates and forcing policy influencers to think about these issues. Disappointing, disappointingly, disappointingly, the economic survey of 2022-23 did not provoke any such deliberation or discussion. It is a rather dry compilation of data to substantiate the Narendra Modi government economic performance. The economic survey has 66 tablets and 246 charts with with cherry-picked data points that seek to pro- portray a stellar image of the government's economic management and blame the previous regime for all else, which is perhaps an occupational hazard and inevitability in the current climate of politics and government. But this survey had some new and interesting data on the housing market, digital infrastructure, etc. But this survey had some new and interesting data on the housing market, digital infrastructure, etc. And putting out such copies among to economic data in the public domain in itself is a human service to be appreciated. Be appreciated. One to be appreciated. To be appreciated. One appreciated. Appreciated. To be appreciated. Appreciated. Unlike previous years, this year's survey has only one value and also a separate highlights value that lays out the key message creatively, creatively and simplistically for a large audience. Once again, unlike previous years, this year's survey has only one value and also a separate highlights value that lays out the key message creatively and simplistically for a larger audience. The broad, the broad story is that the Indian economy has recovered from the novel coronavirus pandemic but is still at the mercy of global geopolitical mercy of global geopolitical developments and show the economic survey has been honestly courteous, courteous about future growth and inflation. Unsurprisingly, unsurprisingly, it has painted a rosy picture of both good and service tax. Apparently, because it has improved tax bouncy and of the corporate tax cut of 2019 because it's seemingly helped clean up bloated corporate balance sheets. The chapter on the social sector had delved deeper than previous surveys have done into issues of employment, rural, rural wage demand under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act and other important human capital topics, supplemented with a vast amount of data, but an analytical discussion of the employment, intensity of contemporary economic growth models and ideas to boost job creation is missing. Job creation is missing. Instead, मकसद मकसद या इरादा. The chapter inexplicably concludes that the PM minimum government maximum governance vision will hold the key to equitable economic growth, sounding like a Bharatiya Janata Party manifesto. नेक्स्ट हेडिंग हमारी है विच आइडेंटिफाई a mirror of the government line. A mirror of the government line. The survey rightly exalts. The survey rightly exalts over the increase in the government capital expenditure from 12% of total expenditure in 2014 to 19% now. With much global uncertainty, tepid corporate investment, and precarious assets markets, the emphasis on the public capital expenditure to boost the economic in prudent and wise on private sector investment. It waxes eloquent about manufacturing and production linked incentive schemes with grandiose but unsustained claims to attacking 3 lakh 4 crore in capital investment and generating 6 million new jobs in the next 5 years. Like the government of the day, like the government of the day, the economic survey also suffers from the take credit for the rains but blame nature for the drought. Mylisis when for all the make in India high manufacturing gross value added GVA gross value added GVA grew only at 4% even before the pandemic hit, which it blames on corporate indigestion from too much debt accum- accumulated during the previous regime. Yet it is neither un- unreasonable nor unfair to have expect a little more in intellectual acuity into some of the pressing economic issues of trade, industrial policy, capital account, and inequity that the whole world is ruminating over now, more so because of the chief economic advisor is eminently qualified and wise, who would have thought deeply and formed an option about the direction that India should take in the current crossroads of economic strategy. The economic survey is really the only medium in the country for a rigorous, thoughtful, and managed discussion of new economic ideas. Perhaps it was a deliberate and internal move to stick to data and facts to provide a report card of the government's economic performance and not a structural doctoral thesis on the economic roadmap to prompt discussion in the public sphere like the previous surveys. Regardless, it is always easier to be commentator, commentator more than a player, albeit less fun and impactful. Thank you, that's all.